Hey guys, it's bringing you another video. So welcome back to Unranked to Diamond, the series I take a Smurf account, fresh account, never played ranked before, and show you the adventure to Diamond on this specific account. So we return Platinum 5, 100 LP in promotion series to probably Platinum 4, maybe Platinum 3 if our MMR is just like being godly. But unfortunately last game, Carthus, we did lose, so we're already one loss, so we've got to win the next two, and then we'll get promoted. But again, I'm not in any rush. I enjoy doing this series, and something that I want to talk about today is this series isn't just about, watching somebody play the game. Hopefully a lot of people realize that. It's, someone that's played this game for a very long time, expressing knowledge, like just helping you guys out in different ways by doing commentaries. The gameplay is kind of, I'd say 50% of what you should get out of this video. And I will say another thing, like, the YouTube channel has been going amazing right now, so thank you very much. But I would love a week break from playing right now. So what I'm probably going to do, just as a warning, is in the next few days, maybe on the weekend or something, I'm probably going to record a week's worth of content in like a day or two, just so I can have like the next week off. So hopefully that'll be fine. But yeah, I think breaks are needed, and that's the one thing with doing YouTube is you don't really have any off time, Even when I'm not doing a video, I'm looking at emails, comments, and sometimes you just need a power off switch every now and then, so yeah. But I wouldn't give it up for anything. It is an amazing thing to do. I'm mid lane this game, and I'm thinking to play Taliyah. We played her when she was like released, and although I knew how to play her, my combos and that weren't really crisp. So I think I'm going to return to her, because I have played a bit more of her. And she has been tweaked and buffed, so she is a little bit stronger. And I believe the designer, I think his name's Daniel, is it Daniel Zane? Something like that. He said her win rate right now is around 50%, but if you have over 30 games with her, then her win rate is like 53%, which is actually pretty good. That's not bad at all. So yeah, we're going to play Taliyah. I enjoy this champion just like by her mechanics and by her theme. I actually enjoy her. I'm probably going to do something rare though as well. For the longest time when I've gone mid lane in this series, I keep going teleport. It's a shame that they're picking Twisted Fate because teleport's obviously really good, but I think I'm just going to go Ignite and go for kills. Like, I think I'm going to start playing a little bit more greedy than I have in the past because it is a nice feeling when you personally get fed. And, we've done a few of those games recently. Kale, I think I got pretty fed. Lee Sin, I got fed. And Anivia, I got fed. But I want to kind of make it more of a common thing. And Ignite does help with that, obviously. Maybe I'll do another Anivia episode soon. And I'll actually go Ignite Anivia, where you'll notice a completely different playstyle when I go Ignite Anivia than I do when I go Teleport Anivia. Anyway, Darius locked in versus an Alawi. An Alawi should win that matchup if she can actually stay right on top of a Darius. And what I mean is if Darius can swing his axe and get the perfect range of doing damage, she may struggle. But if she stays right on top of him, she can do damage with her tentacles, with her E, etc. Where he can't actually get full damage with his Q. So if she stays right next to him, she'll probably win the matchup. My matchup, Twisted Fate versus Taliyah. Again, I can probably kill him if I position correctly. If he gets roams off and gets fed that way, then there's not a lot I can do. But I can use my ultimate to kind of catch up with him. So I'm going to take the Ignite to try and pressure the lane. But then if he does end up roaming, then I'll just use my... hopefully I'll use my ultimate just to follow him around the map. Anyway, team comps are locked in. I like our team comp quite a lot. It has everything that we need. I'll explain in game. So without much further ado, let's get into the loading screen where we break down today's game. Okay, welcome to the loading screen. This is where I use the website lolskill.net to break down today's game. As you can see, the enemy team have a 52.5% chance to win, but let's go through it. We have a Platinum 2 Elise, Platinum 1 Brom, Platinum 4 Lucian, Platinum 2 Alawi, and a Platinum 5 Taliyah as myself. On the enemy team, we've got a Platinum 1 Darius, Platinum 3 Caitlyn, Platinum 3 Bard, Platinum 1 Twisted Fate, and a Diamond 5 Nidalee. Just one thing to say, pointing out straight away, the Caitlyn, Bard, Twisted Fate, and Nidalee have played their champions a decent amount, and they've all got actually very good win rates. That's quite rare to see. But yeah, hopefully this game will go okay. If it doesn't, it doesn't, but let's just pray that it does. Twisted Fate as well has got Ignite himself. So yeah, I'm not surprised. It seems that he's like a Twisted Fate main, so maybe he's a bit confident on the champion, so he's going to take Ignite. But yeah, I'm playing Taliyah. I can kill him in a 1v1. It will depend on how much jungle pressure and stuff is also coming through. But yeah, without much further ado, let's get into today's game. Okay, welcome to the game. So this game I'm playing Taliyah or Taliyah, whatever way you want to pronounce it is fine. But yeah, we're against the Twisted Fate. He's got Ignite, I've got Ignite, so hopefully some kills and hopefully it'll be an exciting lane. There are two ways currently also to play Taliyah, just to kind of mention. The main way is maxing Q and then E follows, but there is another way. You can actually max your E nowadays on Taliyah because it does increase minion damage. So if you just want to go for crazy wave clear, which is actually not a bad idea versus Twisted Fate. So you kill a wave instantly, and then he might not be able to roam very much because he's either going to be stuck killing minions or the minions are going to be permanently at his tower. So maxing E wouldn't be a bad idea versus Twisted Fate, but I want to go for more 1v1 kills, and because of that point, I'm going to go for maxing Q. If by, the time that I'm kind of maxing stuff and he starts roaming and getting kills, then maybe I'll swap to maxing E just to get that wave clear going. But we should be fine. Also, thing to note is hopefully the webcam is better this episode. I don't know what happened last episode. I think it was something to do that I had when I was recording the video. I think that the recording software was minimized and that might have made the webcam laggy. Hopefully it's better. I don't have it minimized today. I didn't think that would be a problem, but yeah. Right, so we'll see how passive he actually is in the early lane phase. Some Twisted Fates go fairly passive, some don't. It kind of just is depending the Twisted Fate, really. Some people have also said Huz can't play Twisted Fate because of color blindness. I can play him. I actually used to play him quite a lot. He's just a champion exactly like people have been asking for a Yasuo episode. I'm not going to do that type of champion because you need to play him quite a lot for you to be useful on it. If you don't play Twisted Fate or Yasuo a lot, the likelihood of you feeding is really high. So I just don't want to do that. That's just not a very smart thing to do. Anyway, let's move everybody around pretty quick. Some also people have said, why do I move everybody around? It's mainly for me, but I like the idea of when I press tab, I know exactly where everybody is. If I want to look at the enemy top laner, I look at the top. If I want to look at the enemy support, I look at the bottom. That's just for me. Okay. I don't know what they were trying to do there, to be honest. It goes from 0 to 100 in 1 second. TF. Flash. Okay. You can probably tell that I played a bit more Taliyah since the last episode, but this isn't exactly me playing well. Let me just point that out. I try to be humble, and I'll be honest when I have to be. This is not me playing well. This is the enemy team being dumb. Like, that's the best word to explain it. They just gave me 2 kills as a Taliyah mid in 3 minutes by going for a reckless dive. Like, I don't get what they were trying to accomplish by doing that. Anyway, the build on Taliyah nowadays, because of the buffs and stuff that changes to Rod of Ages, you actually do go Rod of Ages on Taliyah now. People have discovered she is much better as kind of tankier AP mid laner. If you go squishy, you're just gonna die. Like, you're just gonna flat out die. You won't be very useful. So go tankier a little bit, and that's probably another dead Nidalee there because of she doesn't have flash. Nice. So this game's going well. But the build, generally what people go, is Rod of Ages and then Riley. Yes, you are going that tanky as a Taliyah, which to me is really fun. Because she does insane damage, she can't really die that easy, and you're just kind of laughing at people. Also, one thing to note, corner of my eye, looked at the minimap, they killed Nidalee and they just took a blue buff. Yeah, that Nidalee is going to be in rough shape for a while. But yeah, I like this champion. I have high hopes for this champion. I don't want Taliyah to be one of these champions that get built and then, are left forever, and that's it. I want Taliyah to be around in the scene, in competitive scene for years to come. But what's holding her back, I still believe, is her W. I don't like her W. Yes, you can get better at it by playing more, but I do think it holds her back. I think it's just a little bit too much of a delay. I don't know why the designer won't do what Victor E or Rumble Ultimate, the Vector cast. I think that would fit it perfectly, but he's just against it for whatever reason. So, yeah, right. Gank top lane, she should just hold her ground, because, hold her ground or she's going to die instantly. But, yeah. Take them. Just throw it in his face occasionally. Alright, I'm on my way bottom lane. If they don't have summoners, then this should be an easy gank. Do they know? Come on. Da, 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 da. Love it. So I'm actually out roaming a Twisted Fate. That's what you get for just giving me 2 kills. I like this champion though a lot. Because if you don't know, I am a massive, and I mean a massive fan of the Avatar universe. So like not the blue people, I mean the Earthbenders and all them lot. Since a kid, literally, I have watched that TV show. I've watched it the whole way through several times. I love it so much. And this is my Earthbender in League of Legends. I've been asking for like an Earthbender or something like that for years, and they finally gave it to me. So I want to play this champion. I want to potentially even have it in my champion pool regularly. But I don't know. Like, you'll see. You know, yes, I'm fed right now, but I'm not fed because of Taliyah. I'm fed because of their mistake at the moment. But moving forward throughout the rest of the game, we'll see how well this champion can carry, how well I can use my lead to my own advantage. Now, one thing to say is, Alawi just died to a Dunkrius. I don't... Yeah, again, if you want to beat that matchup, you just stay next to him so he can't Q you. And then use your ultimate and you'll absolutely whack him to a new one. But maybe you shouldn't do that. We'll see, though. Alright, well, Twisted Fate's missing, but he went that side. He's still not level 6. I'm nearly level 7. I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to go for another gank on me sometime. With Nidalee coming back. Actually, from this side, I would actually imagine too. I don't know why, but... we could probably go for that kill. 1 cocoon and he's dead. I got ult in 50, so I'm going to try and out TF a TF in this match. So, like, roaming when my ultimate is up and stuff like that. Because right now, I'm stronger than this guy by a lot. Oh, that could be good. Cocoon! That was a minion. Can I full burst him? Like, he does have a null mantle, which is a bit annoying. But I don't know. Maybe I can full burst him? Is he about to ward? Oh, no. I'd like... God, he's playing really wimpy. It's fine that he's playing wimpy, by the way. Like, that's not a criticism on his part. Like, he is really far behind. What we're going to do, though, is we're going to... Oh, that was the wrong way. We're going to push these up as quick as possible. Because if we push this up... Oh, I'm coming. Where's he ulting to? Nowhere? Yeah, nowhere. Here in my car. I didn't need to ignite then, did I? Oh. Alright. TP. Did they not cancel it? They must have cancelled it. They must have. I think I got him. Yeah. Cool. It's worth using flash for a kill like that because sometimes, you know, you'll hear me in this series go, don't flash for that. If it's like a support kill or there's nothing to gain from it, what I have to gain is a tilting Twisted Fate. If he just gets beat. And what you have to remember, like most people, and I haven't really spoken about this recently, is my loading screen that I use obviously breaks down stats, etc. A lot of people do this, and they get a sense of what their opponent should be like. Oh, I should beat this guy, he's only played Taliyah once if he looks at my account, and he's a main Twisted Fate. So in his head, he might be thinking, oh, I should be beating this person really easily, and if I beat him, because of he knows of how much experience I have on Taliyah, because he's probably looked it up, he might get tilted because he's like, oh, I'm losing to somebody with no experience on that champion. So it's worth trying to kill people like that. And I'll say you need to work out as an individual whether you get tilted or not looking at loading screens, or you kind of get a little bit ahead of yourself, because there's a lot of people out there that will go, yeah, I look up, you know, what the game is and who I'm against, and sometimes I get a little bit cocky or something like that. You've got to work out if you're going to get cocky or if you're going to, like, act too wimpy. You know, you might... Somebody could go in this match and look at that Twist of Fate, go, he's a main Twist of Fate, I'm not going to fight him where I want to. You know, don't let stats and all that always be why you're not, or why you're not going to fight somebody or why you're going to fight somebody. So yeah. So Alawi's struggling. Again, how much experience does she have on Alawi? This is what you can look. Okay, so she's only played 6 games and Darius has only played 9. So they're both relatively low experience on that champion. It basically goes to anybody's court at that stage, and it basically just goes of how they play. And as I said, that's how you beat a Alawi. You beat a Darius, sorry, by doing what I said. I'm on my way. So Twisted Fate is going for the kill. If I get there, I can kill everything. She went too ham. They went too ham and, like, didn't wait for me. That's going to be annoying if, like, that comes and bites us in the butt. Okay, they know I'm here. They're probably all basing though. Damn it. Lucian, let's just say though, Lucian is 20 odd CS above, so it's not that bad. But yeah, Alawi just be E-farming him, like just E-ing him, getting him low, and then when they go for an all-in, just stay right next to him and she'll be completely fine. If she goes anywhere near him, then she's in trouble. Oh god. He did more damage than I thought he would. And I kind of mucked up my W or Q or one of them. I can't remember which one I mucked up, but I know I mucked up one of them. But that's fine. We got her the kill. That's what I wanted. I wouldn't stay around. What are you doing? Hello? Why did she AFK? Like, that really has confused me. Like, 1, I pinged, and 2, she literally did nothing when she got hit by the spear. She didn't even move. Disconnected. Okay. That's typical. And people say yellow hell is just in bronze. Yellow hell is ranked if it exists, and 1 it doesn't exist, but, you know. Alright, if you get, like, good damage on him, that's not bad. I think we can win this game, though, if Alawi comes back. If she doesn't, then nope. Let's push it up. Wait, really? They've all used TP and TF ult. Oh, nice. Got ult in like a minute. Ooh. Oh, I was on a goddamn... He had ult. Like, what? I was on one of these circle things, so I didn't do the full damage. That sucks. But yeah, God, they just kind of baited me not to be salty, but they said he used ult, and then he ulted me. So he didn't use ult. I thought he didn't. Brom should have ulted. This game is slowly falling apart. We need Alawi to come back, otherwise the game's just over. But we need, I don't know, we need something from bot lane just to kind of show that they're going to kind of give some pressure in their lane. Like, get a kill or something. Like, he's above in farm. He's losing that a bit more, but... Yeah, well, the big thing that's bugging me the most right now is Alawi being AFK. Again, if you have a not stable connection or computer, don't play ranked. It's literally, like, some people get, again, pretty, thank God. Some people get really sorry if they get banned for, like, that. It's in the Summoner's Code. You should not be playing Ranked if you don't... Or you shouldn't be really playing League. It's in the Summoner's Code when you make an account. So if you get punished for AFKing and it's not your fault, it is your fault. Because you're actively going into a game knowing that your connection isn't up to the challenge. And I'm talking about people that do it often, by the way. I'm not talking about the person that does it, you know, not very often. Jesus. Nidalee is just wrecking. She got shut down really early in the early game too, but she's just too strong now. She's got so much pressure. Ah, that ult. Good idea to flash on him because he doesn't have flash himself. This is good play by these two. Good kills, but yeah. Probably not. Oh, well, you can fight. You can fight. Oh, that was... Because Lucian was right there. This game's weird because we got people coming to mid lane at like 16 minutes. But yeah, damn. That's the one thing with Alawi. If she gets caught out, gets stunned, there's not a lot you can do to counter it. You're just kind of standing there going, so how's it going? And you kind of just die. So, yeah. In late game though, Darius shouldn't be that useful. Alawi does become very useful if they group. Elise should be good. We've got to basically make Nidalee not useful. And if we do all that, then hey-ho. I wonder if I can kill this. Should be able to, right? Why did she... She burnt both summoners. Like, what? She literally... Okay, again, it's something that, you know, experience and that. Sometimes everybody will burn a summoner occasionally. It's like, oh, you shouldn't have done that flash. You were dead anyway. Sometimes it's not obvious. Sometimes it's like, okay, I burnt my flash, but in order for them to kill me, they had to burn their flash too. It's a bit more worth. I burnt Ignite for that kill, but I was right next to her, and she burnt heal and flash when I was right next to her. When I even believe there were mines in that way too. So that was a very questionable... Well, it was just not the right call, basically. Nidalee? Or Bard in Nidalee? Gotta just turtle up a little bit when it comes to Nidalee being nearby. Wonder what they're looking for. Ow. Gonna get some MR this game too. I'm gonna go on Abyssal, definitely. Because their threat, to me anyway, it's probably the stun. It's Nidalee and Twisted Fate. So he'll stun me, and then she'll go for the execution. I need MR or something to survive that. I could even go Zhonya's to help survive that, honestly, because I could Zhonya's while they, you know, are going on me, and then hopefully my team in late game will be just there to back me up. That would be great. Slowly building our way to Riley. We've actually got it if we go back right now, which is awesome. Might even go for an ultimate. Ah, god damn it, that thing. Scuttle. Okay, Alawi's gonna get dove. Yeah, she shouldn't be that far up. Her only way, again, is just going all in with her tentacles. Bam. She doesn't do any damage yet. She's struggling in this game, has to be said. Wait. We should just dive them. Hi. Oh, that was great. Oh, got it. I didn't ride the wall correctly. I was trying to go back to mid lane. Okay, she having to use teleport there. That's not a great sign. I love this champion's animations and everything like about this champion. I just wish she was a little bit more fluid, if you want to call it that way, with her W. Oh god, did they overstay? Yeah, god, how much overstaying did you do? He literally was here. What the hell? God, that was crazy overstay. Okay. So what we can learn, and I think last episode, did I talk about patterns on Karthus? I believe I did. What we can have as a pattern of this Nidalee is she's really greedy. Like, she's extremely greedy. That if she sees a kill, she won't really care who's around, what health they're on. She'll go for the kill. We can use that into our advantage in the late game. Obviously, like, you give her an opportunity to go in, you hide behind a corner, like, you know, I was behind that corner or whatever, and she'll go in and you immediately burst her. You can definitely use that in our advantage. So yeah, that's a good thing to know. Alright, do a bit of farming while we're going to get blue. Mid should be fine until I get there, I think. But yeah, we need this Lucian not to position like that. That potentially, in like later in this game, if that was half an hour or something like that in this game, that's potentially a game throw right there. If your AD carry just completely mispositions like that. Okay, so Darius doesn't have teleport. Alawi's going to go over to cover. We can just do it. Why are we not doing it? Half health. Like, do it. Did I one-shot her? Oh, okay. Well, that worked. There's nothing this Darius can do. I'm just keeping an eye on him. I want to kill him. Alawi has not hit an E from where, like, when I've been next to her. Ew. Is he alone again? Oh, he's alone again. He makes me nervous. Twist Fate could be like around there. We're going for bot tower here. Ghosties! No, they got me. Darius is here. This could be a fight. What's up? E! Elise! That was a free stun! Why did I ignite him? I don't know. Just to secure the kill, I guess. That's the problem with I take ignite, because when I never take ignite, like, basically ever. I'm going to try and start to, even on my main account more. I've got to play more selfish. Is that I burn it all the time. That is my weakness with it. It's like, okay, burn it. Oh. Where's he going? This Twisted Fate. Alright, we got quite a lot of gold, and we're going Abyssal next, like I mentioned. It'll be a really good item versus their team comp. Because the only combo I'm really scared of from the enemy team is, like, Twisted Fate stun into Nidalee Spear. I'll also say one thing. In these episodes, recently it's become a lot about gameplay, and I mentioned this in the Champion Select, is I do want to bring it more down to, like, a teaching... Oh, wait, wrong item. I do want to bring it more to a teaching experience, not just, like, gameplay. Like, these... My Unranked to Diamond series isn't just like, this is how you get to Diamond on an account. It's partially that, but it's also like just trying to teach you different things and what things have been like throughout the seasons and stuff. Because I've played since Season 1 at multiple levels, and that's where a lot of people say, oh, you can't relate, you know, you can't say ELO Hell doesn't exist. I used to be a low-rated player. I used to be in what that bracket would deem ELO Hell, but I just got better at the game, and I got out of it, you know? That's how you do it. You don't complain. You know, complaining doesn't get you out of bad situations in any part of life. Actually actively doing something about it does. So yeah. I will say that going off from that is if you've got a point, if you've got something you want me to talk about as like a discussion within one of these episodes, feel free to leave it in the comments of this video. I will be more than happy to cover some things. So yeah. Balls. See, like, that to me, if that was vector cast, that would have gone the way I actually wanted it to. But because it isn't, it was like really dodgy. I don't know why he was right next to me. What are you doing, Bard? Oh, okay. We finally have a lease. Come on, I want to fight! Don't wimp out with me, guys. Oh, there's some stuff here. Okay, I can go back and buy Abyssal soon and then get the blue buff. Bit messy. God, she cannot hit an E. There's so much worked ground, I don't really want to fight. Probably the best idea for this Alawi is just to go pure tank. But yeah. Let's go get blue buff. Doing pretty good though. Darius is, I don't know, he's a small problem just because of the strength difference between the top laners. If our Alawi does come in and ease somebody ults quite well, then there's no problem, but we actually haven't had that yet, so the difference is it's not the champions as such, it's just how, like, it's any champions just making use of their kit. They have a Darius that is making use of his kit, and we have an Alawi that isn't right now. So any champion, if both of them were not doing those roles, then we'd have a problem. We need people. Alawi does not have teleport. She just doesn't seem to have much game sense. I can ult and break him up, so I'm going to go around. They can't do it with us near. Again, we have the pattern of Nidalee being greedy would tell us that if we give her an opportunity to jump, she will jump. We should actually just go all in. Oh god, why are you starting it? That's actually pretty bad. This is really bad. Yeah, we're all dead. We need Alawi to do stuff. She still has ultimate. She just isn't playing League of Legends. And I don't really want to be like harsh to her, but she's just not doing anything. Like, yeah, if she gets stunned on that, it's her own fault. I just don't. She's just not doing anything, and not to get anything out of a team fight as a tank is just screaming that she's doing everything wrong. So, yeah, it's the difference, as I said, between the two top laners. They have a Darius that is actively doing stuff that's good, and he's being annoying. He's in the front line, and we have an Alawi that can't do anything or won't. They're doing Baron at the moment too. So we got the dragon. My ultimate was good, cutting them off, but the Bard ult was also really good. The Bard ult delayed us, so we basically were clumped up for everything. But yeah, I don't like to put the blame on one person this game, but it is. Sometimes it will be. Sometimes games will be won by one person, some games will be lost by one person, and right now, it is the top lane. Like, one thing also to say, she has Thunderlords on an Alawi. Like, what? Why? She's not a Thunderlord champion. Lucian's playing quite bad, but he's actually got some strength to him, so it's not that bad. Like, if we are in a good team fight and good positioning, we can use his strength that he has. Because he has some. He's got 250 CS. He's got items. Like, he's not doing terribly in that sense, so he actually still will do stuff. It's just a shame that we just don't have a front line at all. So, yeah. Oh, God, really? I wouldn't even go for that kill because they're going to be found by, like, everybody. Oh, God, I'm dead. Damn it, she was completely... No, what are you doing? Okay. She should have run. Is that the Alawi trying to surrender? No, who is it? The Elise. Damn, I didn't think I'd get caught like that. We need a 5v5 team fight. Like, she still has ultimate. Like, she just doesn't use ultimate, I guess. But, like, we need a 5v5 team fight. And if you think about, like, our perfect scenario, in a closed-off area, so in a small area, that we can use a Brom ult. Why are you positioning there? What the hell was that E? Okay, yeah, we're just going to surrender. That was not good. Lucian E'd into the fight. What? I'm sorry if, like, this is overly negative. I really try to be positive, but there's just nothing to be positive about this game. You know, when you do build up a lead, like I got a lead really early on, things are looking good, and then top lane just isn't doing anything. Lucian's eating into the middle of the fight. Like, you know... I just don't know what to do. And Darius, why is Elise so near? Goodbye, Elise. We can't help you. God, he's so tanky. What the hell? I'm gonna go get health. She missed E again. Again, I'm really frustrated right now. This is the closest, by the way, this is the closest I'll ever be to raging, is this level of frustration. She hit an E! Oh my God, it's a miracle. Brom's dead. Go away from my AD carry. She hit an E a little bit too late, though. And he got wrecked. And she's dead. What? Alright, GG. That sucks. Like, I played quite well in the early game. And, just can't do anything with it. Oh well. Jesus. Ugh, that's such a frustrating game. Well, take the positives out of it. I played okay in the early stages, and then they just overpowered us due to the reasons that we've said throughout. Yeah. Okay. Let's go into the outro screen. So we failed the promo, unfortunately, again. I don't know. Maybe I'll just do like a lease-in episode and an Anivia episode and just get to like the next rating. But yeah. Anyway, we went 749, 12k gold, 195 CS, A+ with damage done of the most in the game by quite a bit. But yeah, I just don't know. Like, well, I said Lucian wasn't having a bad game, but he actually really was. Like, I thought maybe, like, I wasn't looking at him as much, but he only did 10,000 damage. That's pathetic. Like, I don't know what happened this game to be so bad, but yeah, Elise played quite well. Like, she was 9-3. Like, she played well. It was just our top laner couldn't do anything, and from what I could see, the Lucian just mispositioned nearly every fight. But I thought he was playing well, but obviously not. So that's going to do it. Another demoralizing defeat, but they happen. You know, this is what this series is all about, is showing you the realistic climb, showing you that it happens to anybody. And there are some times that you just can't do anything about it. But I'll say, you know, this is where some people get confused in ELO Hell. They're like, oh, this happens every game. If this does happen to every game of you and you can't climb, then you are in the rating you deserve. That's the point. If you deserve to be higher, then the more games you play, it'll even out, and then you'll eventually get to the rating you do deserve. That's how ranked works. It always will work that way. But that's going to do it for today's episode. I, again, still enjoyed the champion. She was really fun. So thanks very much for watching. So a like on the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys next time. See you.